What is going on, everyone? It is I, your friendly neighbor Fire Bunyan here, back for another video. And today's video, my friends, I've got some more gameplay of Avengers Endgame. And for this particular video, we're going to go over the top 4 Avenger weapons in Fortnite. Now, I wanted to kind of make this video kind of based on the Avenger weapons that we got for the Endgame mode. And this will be the only time I ever make this video because it ain't going to be long until it goes. But I'm really enjoying my time playing Endgame and kind of testing out and having fun with the weapons that I've used in the hero side of Avengers Endgame. And I kind of want to make a top 5 video based on those weapons. Now, I'm not going to be going over the villain side, like the laser guns and all that. I kind of want to go over the hero side of weapons, like Thor's Stormbreaker, Hawkeye's bow and arrow, Captain America's shield, and Iron Man's impulse gloves. Now, I'm going to be ranking them the way I really like using them. Now, it ain't going to be like a worst to best scenario. They're also just going to be like the best ones that I think are personally a fan favorite of me, and the way I've used them in my games are just absolutely amazing. I've got some good clips with them, and hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay of them while I talk about these particular weapons of this top 5 video. But anyways, so guys, let's get into the top 5 Avenger weapons in Fortnite. Coming in at the number 4 spot, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Hawkeye's bow and arrow. Now, the bow itself from the Marvel universe is one of the greatest weapons to use. And the only reason why I gave it the number 4 spot is because it's really hard to hit your targets a little bit. Because normally everyone at the villain side has like jetpacks and that. So it's not very easy to get kills with it. But once they're on like ground level, you can literally get them with this bow. And there's 2 different abilities that you can use. The aim down sights button is basically grappling yourself from very long distances and is really good for mobility. And obviously the fire button shoots like explosive arrows. It deals like 200 damage like no matter what range it does. So it's literally a 2-hit kill towards the enemy. But the Thanos, it kind of deals more. Well, it's literally the same exact damage, but you're going to need more bows to like take out Thanos. So for like the Krill and that, it only takes 2 explosive bows to kill them. So it is a really good weapon to use, but at the exact same time, you have to be very skilled with it, and it does have a little bit of an explosive range damage. So obviously, this one is really good for mobility. So this will be the greatest weapon for like accuracy and mobility. So Hawkeye's arrow comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Thor's Stormbreaker. Now, the Stormbreaker is a really fantastical Marvel weapon because not only can you like lunge yourself across like halfway through the map, do like a ground slap effect, but it can also act as like your normal pickaxe. So you can like see from this gameplay, I'm like chopping trees down and breaking a bit of metal as well. So it's basically really good for like harvesting materials, which I've really found out, and I think some of you guys should use this technique while this mode's still live. So I really do like Thor's Stormbreaker because it really does quite have a lot of effectiveness and really good damage range, because obviously you need to be close to the enemy to deal this kind of damage. So obviously the damage for the Stormbreaker is literally 200 to 225 HP damage. So it's a really good weapon to use. So basically you can literally throw it, you can ground slam, and obviously try meleeing it. So it's basically like a 2-hit kill to the enemy, and you can literally bring hell to your enemies, and it also like locks you onto the enemy when you're about to do the ground slam, like I found out. Like literally you're bringing ham to the enemy and going ham on them as well. So I kind of went well with this one, and I think Thor's Stormbreaker is one of the most fantastical weapons inside of the endgame mode. So Thor's Stormbreaker comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Captain America's shield. Now, obviously being my favorite Marvel character in the Marvel universe, I couldn't put Captain America's shield at the number 2 spot because I think Captain America's shield is an awesome weapon, and basically this weapon allows you to do like a throwing effect and literally comes back to you like a boomerang. So the only thing I really like about Captain America's shield is that obviously you can literally throw the shield anywhere you want, and it'll basically act as like a boomerang. So like if there's like 2 targets next to each other, and you could basically do like a very good effect. So like it could literally deal damage to all of the players if they're standing close to each other. So it only does about 175 damage. And if you're very good and very skilled enough with the shield, you can literally bring ham to the enemy and be very effective with it. So obviously you can see like I'm literally throwing the shield and it literally bounces off 2 players at once, and if it comes back to you very quickly, you can literally bring mayhem to your enemies. And obviously you can act as like the normal shield, like put it in front of you, so it kind of protects your front end of your character, and it's a really good fun and weapon to use. So I think overall this one is absolutely awesome, and either though being my favorite Marvel character in the Marvel universe. So Captain America's shield comes in at the number 2 spot. And finally coming in at the number 1 spot of being the best Marvel weapon inside of the Fortnite x Avengers endgame mode, it is going to be Iron Man's impulses. Now I think these ones are really awesome though, because not only can it keep you in the air for like 10 seconds and that, it can also lock onto your enemies like you have auto aim on. So I'm not trying to say you have like aimbot and that. So it's basically how the weapon acts as though. So obviously you can actually get yourself in the air for a little bit of time, and basically when you lock onto the enemy, there's like a little target thingy with your crosshairs that'll automatically lock onto your enemy and bring ham to your enemies. Now it used to do like 40 damage per shot, now it does only like 35 damage because of the buff. And still, I think these weapons are super awesome, and you literally do only a bit of tiny damage to them before you can even use another one. But obviously Iron Man's impulse gloves are the most fantastical ones of them all, because not only can you like lunge yourself into the air for a little bit of time, it also auto aims your enemies. So even though Iron Man is like the ultimate Avenger, and having the best weapons inside of this game mode literally brings me, I want to like use these way more often though. So Iron Man's impulse gloves comes in at the number 1 spot.